How's everybody doing? This is my first video recording. Um, I have been looking for some logos to kind of redo on my own to kind of get some practice in. I came across the UFC. Um, if we can say one thing about the UFC logo is it's definitely not as exciting as the fights that they have. Um, doesn't really, to me, hold up to uh, the content that they bring. So I kind of wanted to go in here and look at where they started to where they are now and see if I could maybe take it a little bit further and add something to it. So it looks like they started in like 1993, and it looks like they used these two logos as their first ones, kind of just a word mark. And then this logo kind of has an illustration around it, the octagon and the fence. And then Ultimate Fighting is very hard to see. That's championship. So after that, they went on to this logo with another illustration. Word mark isn't that interesting. And then with a globe behind it. And then 2001, we get a logo that's pretty similar to the one they use today. I don't know why, but this C always makes me think of like a wrench or a monkey wrench or something. So maybe we can improve upon that. I do like the F. I just don't think all the letters go together. I think the U and the C kind of do, but I don't think all the letters go together. I definitely don't like the word mark that goes with this. Ultimate Fighting, Championship. I don't like how the C and P are bigger than everything else. It kind of looks off balance to me, a little weird. So I do like this. The octagon, I feel like the octagon should be brought into it a little bit more. Something that they've branded and they own as a place where they hold their fights. So I think we should bring that out a little bit more. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started playing with some. I've already before all of this sketched out some ideas. Kind of have a general idea that I want to go in, general direction. Kind of wanted to do that so I'm not on here for hours trying to figure out what direction I want to go in. So I'm going to start going in that direction, and then I've left it open towards the end. I haven't gotten anything finalized, so we'll see what I have to do to get a logo that I'm happy with. So let's start off right now. I have a couple fonts that I want to throw on the board to kind of kick this off. So okay, so we're gonna throw UFC in all of these. Kind of see if any stand out. Alright, let's give it a look. So I already know I like this one. I think that one's going to be pretty dope. I think that one will work. I think this one could be interesting, but it's going to take a little playing with. I like this one too. I don't think this one's wide enough to do what I want to do. This one's pretty similar to the first one, so we don't really need it. And this one's kind of thin too, so I'd have to beef it up. But let's go with it. Let's give it a try. So we're going to delete this. So I'm going to go here. Let's make it a little a little bigger. And then we go outline it. And then kind of like the way this F overhangs, but I'm gonna have to straighten this part out. You guys see my dog walking around, trying to get fed, so doing this during his feeding time. So I want to save this thickness. So I'm going to go and make a square that's from here down to there. And then put this to the side. All right. See where else we can go with it. I like doing these because you kind of get to play around. I know being a designer, you don't always get. Sometimes you don't get projects that fulfill you as much as the projects that you could come up with yourself. So that's why I think it's important to also go and kind of make things up, have fun, go take a brand that's well known and completely change them into a supplements brand or a dairy brand or just something different, just so you can kind of get that practice, get to have that fun, flex that muscle, because we don't get to do it enough sometimes. So we go. All right, kind of like that, better feel for me. So we are going to take this octagon, of course, make a copy. I'm gonna try to get this centered on this U. I'm gonna take this part, also make a copy of it. We're gonna go and we're going to expand all of these. So, and then unite. So then I want to go and take ungroup again. Make sure this is in the center of that U. And it is. So I am going to go to object, path, offset path, and we're going to do a smaller mark, smaller octagon on the inside. Okay, just making sure. Don't want to be wrong on that. Let's do 5. What does 5 look like? I think I liked 8 more. So we're gonna do a small one. We're gonna turn this one white. Kind of like that. It's kind of clean. I kind of like this idea because it looks like the octagon is on the inside. So it kind of gives the idea that the contestant is walking down to the octagon to start, for all of the violence and the chaos to start. So I like putting all that inside this U here, and then maybe even can be used on its own as the mark for the UFC. So there's also that possibility. Let's see though. But it does, using this font does take a little bit away from what I'm able to do with the other letters. but I don't know if I like them all this rounded. Let me play with this C a little bit. So let's see. I kind of like how this is pointed and this is rounded. So I might give that same look on this C. But let's also see what it looks like with the F that they already have. So we're going to make this, take the shape, put it over top. This is a secret if you don't want to go cut up your font. You can go take shapes and put it over the top and it'll give you the same. You'll be able to get the look without having to damage any of the font that you're working with. Sometimes you go mess up the font and then you don't even remember what font it was. So make copies, and also one possibility is to do this where you put shapes over the top. I do not like how this looks, the top line. Still too tall. I think the whole thing's too tall. I think that's the problem. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like this font with this as much. So let's go. I think this will be the font though. So let's go move this off the board. We're going to go with this one. Yep. Feels right. Let's go white. I like that. Might need to be more square on the bottom here. So let's also try something. Let's try. See if we can get it the same size as this octagon piece. Something I do when I am creating logos is I try to repeat different details. The more you can repeat details, the more unified a logo will look. Just a little tidbit that I learned, probably from the future, I think. But it always helps to kind of repeat so it all seems so fresh and together when you do it that way. Because sometimes when everything is just random, it looks like chaos. So. All right, I kind of like that. I definitely think it's a little bit more, fits the crowd a little bit more. Definitely like this little embellishment here with the octagon on the inside. And I even in my head already picture an animation of something going towards the octagon and then the whole logo just blowing up. So I think this might be it. I really like it. It's really clean. See if we can go add. Let's try to add a word mark with it. See if we can find a font that we like. And it makes sense that they went to with just UFC. Ultimate Fighting Championship is just too long of a thing for people to have to say every time they want to talk about your brand. So it makes sense. Yeah. I like that one. Dope. I think this needs to be. It's just so long. Such a long name. What happens if I do this? Kind of like that from the side. I'll give it enough space. Looks different. Looks kind of interesting. Let's kind of go with that. Let's see what happens. So we are going to go. We're going to use the same UFC red they use. I'm sure it's for red for blood. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Kind of like that. I think it looks fresh, looks clean. The octagon, I think, is a cool story detail. So, really like that. And then because his name is so long, I feel like I'd rather have it bigger than. It looks a little interesting to me, laying it like that. So, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all she wrote. Go pull them next to each other. We go get. This is theirs. This is mine. That red's a little different. Let's steal it. Let me know which one you guys like best. We got new. Old. Yeah, I really like this. Kind of really like the feel. Definitely probably explore a little bit more, but trying to keep this video time down. So let me know how I did. Write in the comments who I should do next. I got a couple in mind, but I really like this. I think this was fun. I also have some other ideas to kind of do what I said and take already well-known brands and rebrand them as something else. So rebranding Nike as a fitness, they're already fitness. Rebranding Nike as maybe a grocery store chain, or rebranding Nike as just literally anything else. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Let me know how I did. Let me know how I did. I definitely will have more on the way, so just keep your eyes peeled. I think I'm going to post this on YouTube, probably on my Facebook and my IG too. So just be on the lookout for more. I had fun with this. Got to let you guys know what I can do, what kind of skills I got, because I need to also get better too. So this also allows me to do both. So I will catch you on the next video. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Kameron Davis. I don't know if I said that in the beginning. I own Power Design. So head on over to @PowerDesign on IG and you'll see some of my work. Have a good night.